It was like feeding time at the zoo. If you haven't been following our latest language tussles, then you are probably with the vast majority of Quebecers, but it is worth pointing out that the language wolf is always at the door. We have been called crybabies on French TV, pampered and spoiled. We are told we should be happy because we have so much, like hospitals and universities, ones which we built, I might add. It was all after the Journal de Montréal served up a poll on the state of happiness of English-speaking Quebecers. I think it was a setup piece, knowing Quebecors' reputation for igniting fires and stretching the truth. But it gave a chance for a bevy of ethnocentric nationalist commentators to chime in about the entitled Anglos. Now, this all followed the Adidas store incident, which became a crisis of national importance with the Premier weighing in, and the ludicrous Bonjour Hi fiasco. And this week, Radio-Canada weighed in with a story on the disturbing trend towards stores in Montreal bearing English names. It has become an article of faith that English-speaking Quebecers are out to take every inch of space they can. It's simply not true. Only when the guardians of the faith realize that we are indeed not the enemy will any progress be made. In the meantime, more of our young people will leave because, sadly for many, it's just a case of, who needs this? Well, the Bloc Québécois has realized its dream of separation, but it is only separating from itself. The Bloc was supposed to be a one-hit wonder, but the Blocists got used to all the perks and pensions that federalism could offer, so they stuck around and became mischievous and increasingly irrelevant. Now the Bloc is imploding because of the feckless leadership of Martine Ouellette. 70% of the caucus has had enough. Ouellette remains a member of the National Assembly, double-dipping with her Bloc salary. Profitable federalism indeed. The turmoil in the Bloc couldn't have happened to a more deserving bunch. Bon débarras. Now, the Right Honourable is back safe and sound in the true north after what was arguably the worst foreign trip of any Prime Minister in memory. From snubs to scandal in the world's fastest growing economy, it was a joke, an adventure in Bollywood.
Some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love.
He was, for the most part, ignored by Indian officials until he invited a convicted would-be assassin to official receptions. Now, the Times of India said the trip was a disaster, that despite the over-the-top gaudy clothes his family wore, Trudeau just did not understand the depth of feeling in India on its own separation issue. By the way, this is how the Indian Prime Minister greets visitors he likes and is happy to see. Now, the best thing Trudeau has going for him right now is that he is not Trump, because often, despite the sunny ways and glowing optimism, he and the people around him sometimes seem to be punching above their weight. Well, I had a laugh this week. MTL Blog reports that some tourists are confused about the Leonard Cohen mural on Crescent Street. Now, some think we are paying tribute to chef and writer Anthony Bourdain. Well, for years, many visitors couldn't figure out why we put a picture of comedian Marty Feldman on our $10 bill. Go figure. I'm Barry Wilson. Let's Postscript. Please follow us on Facebook and Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channel.